Y'all know what time it is.
Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all just like $1,000,000 bucks, things in its cups. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Yeah, said listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Man, yeah, I do. Man, God been good to me. Man, he been so good to me. Wow. And you know why I say it like that, what makes it amazing is because it's been in spite of myself. I mean, you know what I mean by that? I mean that he's been good to me in spite of all the craziness I've done, all the foolishness I've gotten myself involved with, and not only but knowingly got myself involved with, all of the stupid decisions I've made. Put all that to the side, and he's still been good to me. Bring it all and put it on the plate, and he's still been good to me. Man, that's amazing, man. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that could say the exact same thing. I mean, come on, man. I got you ain't famous. Ain't nobody got no microphone in your face. Nobody ain't got no spotlight on you. Nobody ain't got no camera in your face. Probably ain't nobody blogging about you. But let me tell you something. If you break it down and be real about it, oh, you done something outside the box. You done something, ladies included. You've done something out the box. You woke up and went, what did I do that for? Oh, we've all done it. So with all that said and done, God still loves you, man. God still loves you, still wants the best for you, still considers you his child, and is willing, man, to show you your future. He is willing to show you your life. He is willing to let you take a peek at the blueprint. Man, that's an amazing God right there. Because I know I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm glad it's him. You know, today, man, I want to encourage brothers out there. And when I say brothers, I'm talking to everybody that's of the male species. I don't care about your color. I really, really don't. I don't even have time for that in my day. Matter of fact, sometimes when you get to discussing race, I just get tired of it sometimes. So I just wish, you know, some days I just want to wake up and just do me. You know, I got what the skin tone is. I got that. But I just want to wake up some days and just go on about my business and do me. I don't want to have to deal with it. Sometimes I get tired of talking about the issues. Ain't going to make them go away, but sometimes I get tired. So today I'm talking to brothers. All the brothers of the male species. I'm talking about men. Today, man, if you ain't doing it all, if you're feeling empty, man, start today completing your process and your journey. And you know what I'm saying by that? If there's a part of you that's missing as a man, and and now, man, I'm talking to you, so you know some ladies listening, but you know what I'm talking about. It's some part of you that's missing as a man. If you ain't really been in touch with your kids like you're supposed to, now for whatever the reason is, and please know, I do understand how sometimes women can use children as pawns. It happens all the time. I've been through it. Man. I know what it feels like, man, to want to do something, but because you ain't got this or you ain't doing this, then I ain't going to let you have this. You got to fight through, fellas. You got to fight through. You got to fulfill your end of the deal. And I got how difficult they making it. I got how, man, it's going to come with some drama, but you got to fight through it. Because, man, we need fathers to be fathers. That's really what we need. If you're a man out there and you are a father of a child, we need you to do your job. I'm talking about our community, our situation, us as a people, all of us. We need you to be a father. Period. Now, hey, man, I ain't coming down on you. I'm just your boy. I'm your man. And I've been in the same predicament and the same hole myself, where I couldn't get to them, where they were used as pawns, where they were told things about me that wasn't even true. I've been through it. You can't see them. You don't come on. Okay, I got all that. You ain't sent this. You ain't, okay, hey, got all that. If you can call them sometimes, tell them you're thinking about them. Tell them you love them. If you can get a letter to them, if you can get a message to your children through one of your relatives, start the process today. Be a father. It's your job. Now, because you ignoring him, or you acting like they ain't over there, or you done backed them out of your mind because the situation got too difficult, I got that. I got that. But you got to step up and be fathers. You got to write a letter. You got to send the money. If she talking about if you don't send all the money, you ain't going to send what you got. If taking it over there is too much drama, send it through a relative. Give it to her mama. Give it to her sister. Ask her to take it over there and do something for the baby. Because, okay, you can't deal with the drama. I got that. And I know it's much to pay when you have to deal with that. Because I know hell have no fury like a woman scorned. Please know I know that. Please know. And that's a real statement. That ain't no saying Steve got. That's the truth. So, but do what you got to do. Sometimes you have to apologize. Sometimes an apology goes a long way to your children. Just, hey, look, because I've made this apology before. Hey, man, look, I'm sorry. I wasn't there for you. I was out grinding and hustling, and I wasn't paying attention to you. And I should have been. And I apologize. Now, imagine, man, there's days where you was telling people I was your father up at the school and they wasn't believing you. I apologize for sending you through that. But now, man, I tell you what, I made some mistakes and I got it together. I want me and you to move forward as father and son. I want me and you to move forward as father and daughter. I want to be in your life. Now, I ain't got a lot, but guess what? I know a lot. Because if you a man and you a father, please know you know something that child don't know. You have information. You have experience. That's all they need sometimes, to have somebody to talk to. That daughter of yours just needs to know from her daddy, how should a man treat me, Dad? What should I look for in a man? See, they'll take that information from you because they know it's coming from the right place. And then you know that your son needs you, because you know how difficult it is if you're trying to be a man without your daddy. You already know how funky that is right there. So come on, man. Admit your mistakes and move forward. Call your kids. Write a letter. Get a phone number on them. Send a text. Drop a message. Send a note up to the school. Do something, man. Get your thinking caps on, fellas, but stand up and be fathers, man. Make the step to be fathers. Do you know that if every man that was a father would just stand up and be a father, there would be no need for half the mentoring programs we're trying to start out here. But we have mentoring programs because there's such a lack of fathers out there. But guess what? It really ain't no lack of fathers out there, because y'all done made these babies and you got these kids, and it's your seed. So it's your job. It ain't my job. It ain't my job to raise your kids. It's your job. Now, fellas, like I say, I ain't coming down on you, but I'm telling you the truth. Now, where is it that I'm lying in this here? You made a baby. That's your baby. That's your seed. They look just like you. That's your job. If those of us that are fathers would just be fathers, I could shut the mentoring camp down. Now, I would say I apologize because I don't want you to think I'm coming down on you, but I've been through this myself. I ain't really coming down. I'm just reminding you. This is our job. These are our children. This is our responsibility. We are men. There is no excuses. You don't get cut a break on that one. Sorry.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, may I have your attention, please? You are listening to the baddest morning show in the world. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, home of the new place that talks about the new talk show. Talk. It is. It's all new. This is dedicated. This goes out to everybody who is planning on watching the new talk show.
Every day.
Every day.
Anybody who's ever DVR'd it.
Okay.
Anybody who wish they could see it, but they at work. Anybody who's sitting at the house watching it, trying to keep me at work. Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you. Shirley, what's going on?
Oh, hey, good morning, Steve. Congratulations on the premiere of Steve live from Hollywood. Great show yesterday.
Carla?
Really energetic.
Hey, good morning. What's up? Look at you, TV, radio.
Junior.
No, it's Junior. I saw your name on the credits.
Oh, that's what it is.
Morning, you gotta say all that. Yeah. Then when you call me, I'll be like, Junior, I saw your name on the credits. That's my whole new name, man.
Fool number one.
Congratulations, Uncle Steve, J. Anthony Brown, and Junior Boy. Congrats, baby.
Thank you, Tom.
Fool number two.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Got away from that other plantation, and big things is happening for me over here.
He was on the Harvey plantation.
So much shade.
I know.
Well, that's the thing about the Harvey plantation. I provide shade. You can do all your picking from under a tree.
There you go.
Well, how you feel, Steve?
Feel
One
pretty
down?
good, you know.
You look good.
Gotta wait till these ratings say you can be happy all you want. This is a numbers game now.
It looks
Yeah.
good. Looks good.
It's a numbers game. You know, it can grow, of course, hopefully.
Your
But,
fans
you know,
are loyal to you. They love you.
hopefully, man. If I get this show up to, oof, I think I will, though.
You have to explain how this numbers game works.
Nah, don't worry about it. You ain't gonna be a lot of explanations, because if it don't work, you're out of work.
It ain't gotta be too much.
Yeah, I've been in that pressure for a lot of years, man.
God, yeah.
It's just I've been so fortunate, man.
Yeah, everything you've touched, Steve.
That's
yeah,
grace,
I
man.
mean,
That's a lot of
yeah.
grace and favor right there, man. It's been going really well, but I have such high hopes for this talk show, man. I think it's just what's needed in daytime. I think Ellen just needs some company in the entertainment thing. She's done such a great job of it all these years, but she's been by herself doing the entertaining. You know, everybody else is informative.
Right.
It's like a night show that's in the daytime.
That's exactly what it is.
The set is hot, yeah.
Cold.
Monologue.
How's the wardrobe?
Oh, it ain't there yet.
Come on.
It ain't. I'm still waiting on them to come in. Oh, but they finna get nasty, though. I tell you what.
They getting ready to get
Finna
wet.
get
They
that
finna
legs.
get nasty. I'm finna get these things up on a
Trying to
whole
find a way to
nother
get that.
level. Yeah, I'm finna get it cranked up in here. I might even wear some Doe Shaker banner suits pretty soon.
Oh, all
Skinny
right.
ass legs.
Well,
Skinny ass legs showing ankle.
coming up, something funny with the
Yeah, I'm
fellas.
gonna look
We'll
like
be right
Leon.
back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve and the guys. What regular season? The regular season of NFL football starts tomorrow.
Oh my God!
I know you guys are happy about that.
Man,
Are you ready for football?
Yeah, you guys have been complaining for a while about that.
Yeah.
First game, Kansas City at New England. And my question to you is, what sport do you play, if you still play sports?
It ain't gonna be football.
And
It ain't
or
football.
what sport did you play? I should say, did you play? Because I know you play golf
played.
right now. You play golf.
played all
Yeah,
sports.
nice one. Non-contact.
I didn't.
Can't nobody do nothing. I ain't got to run.
I didn't play nothing.
Did you have a nickname when you did play? Because you boxed, you played basketball.
Boxing should be considered something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more than a contact sport. That's too much damn contact.
Yeah, that's over touching.
Yeah, that's the whole intent is to whoop your ass.
I know Tommy ran track, and did you do something else, Tommy? Play
I
football?
played football, but
yeah.
I in ninth grade, I came across the middle to catch the ball and got knocked smooth out.
Oh,
when
my
I looked up,
Somebody's
it was.
kneecap.
When I looked up, it was people above me.
He had a concussion on his knee.
Yeah, somebody
By
ran
somebody's
into
kneecap.
somebody's
Stunning his
kneecap.
growth.
Junior, now I know you played football as well,
Football,
right?
basketball,
yeah.
track.
Yeah. You ran track too. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Junior.
My nickname was Quick.
Junior, I'm
Quick.
just going to say this here.
Say it, Steve. What?
On the basketball
go.
court back in the day,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I wouldn't even let you score it, dog.
But I saw pictures of you. He looked like he could play.
Who?
You heard he said they called him Quick, Steve.
Who?
You
Quick?
heard
You wasn't
that.
gonna let Quicks go?
You can
He
play.
talk quick, Shirley. He talk quick.
Quick.
That's not that.
He
That
said
don't
they
mean
called
he's
him
fast.
Quick.
I ain't had to go to the lane. Jumper was good.
Oh.
You was that good.
Yeah, jumper was
Okay,
good. I had a
Stephon
nice jumper.
Curry.
Yeah,
Okay.
I talking about himself in the third person.
Uh-huh.
That's how you do. That's Quick do. Quick. Quick don't speak to Junior.
No,
Don't even-
I played defense.
Don't even ask me, cause
No,
What you
you're
play
next.
no sports,
Yeah,
Jay?
what did
No.
you
no.
hell no.
Well, see, when you would like trade up for team, and and they say, "Hey, I'll take Fat Boy," that
That was you.
you know, and then that
They needed another
we'll
name.
take Fat Ass Boy.
You ain't like that?
I'll just go write some jokes somewhere. I figured that career was gonna go further than trying to. Yeah, I tell you what, if you give us Fat Boy, no, I don't. You don't need to hurt my spirit
I was
like
going
that.
to say, did that hurt your
Well,
feelings?
that-
I know it did.
Well, that telling jokes has paid off. You know, I'm not going to say the name, but I sat with a NFL player before he got drafted,
Oh.
and he's out of the league now. And I remember sitting there talking to him, and I said, "Hey man, what you want to do is da 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 da." And he was a real arrogant guy, and he said, he told me, he said, "Hey man, you know, all you do is tell jokes.
Oh.
I play football. That's totally different." I said, "Well, you know, success, the principles of success are the same no matter what you apply them to. I was just sharing some information with you." "Yeah, but I play football, so they ain't got nothing to do with me." I said, "Okay, cool." So, you know, he's out the league.
Is it OJ?
I'm still on TV.
Hey, everybody that was playing football when I was coming up, they ain't playing football no more.
Yeah.
I'm still telling
Nah.
jokes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coach
Very
forever,
long.
baby.
I'm
Yeah.
on radio, I'm on TV.
Dog,
Yeah.
for real, dog.
doing
I said,
shows.
dog, I be looking at people. I be going, okay.
So he was
Okay.
looking down at you for being a comedian and
All
telling
you do,
jokes.
all you do is tell jokes. I said, "Partner,
Hey,
listen
like
to
that's
me."
not talent.
Yeah,
I mean, for
exactly.
You
Like
do.
it,
but
right.
like it don't pay though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the famous thing they like to say is how your little career going.
Especially
No,
now.
I laugh it off. Oh, even now, how your little career go? I just laugh it off.
Oh,
Did you see my
amen.
name on TV?
But let me tell you something though. Now I'm at the point now when I go into the bank, I'm kind of embarrassed. I'm sorry. I really.
I'm back
Do
again.
I stay in this line or do I go over that line? I just little career going well.
Hey man, let me tell you something. When I had my comedy club in Dallas, a lot of the cowboys used to come. They were cool. A lot of them was cool. But some of them get to drinking. "Hey, little funny man, what you got for us today?" You know, they used to make little snide remarks. "Yeah, we play football. You ain't doing them telling some damn jokes." Every last one of them cowboys don't play football no more.
Well, yeah, that's a career that doesn't last long
No,
because
that's
of your
it's not.
physical,
You do 7
physical
years.
body. Yeah,
You
can't
done
take it.
great.
And I don't have a problem with none of the Cowboys. Don't get me wrong. I was just telling you, sometimes a couple of them got drunk. None of the famous, like Dion was always cool. Emmett was always cool. Michael Irvin was always cool when he came through that. Michael Irvin was always cool when he came through that. But some other cats, man. Some other cats came through that. Like, you on a damn practice squad.
Yeah.
Don't nobody even know your ass. You don't get a number to go. You don't even dress.
Yeah, you don't dress in nothing.
Yeah,
and don't stop there. I like to find the damn teachers that told me ain't nobody gonna pay you to be stupid. Oh, was she wrong?
You had a Miss Blandon in your life, yeah.
Sit down back there, little Stevie, acting a fool. Ain't nobody gonna pay you no money to act a fool. Ta-da!
Hey, Elliot, man, he might get to play.
Ezekiel, somebody.
Well, I think
Elliott.
so, because when you appeal your suspension, I think you play during this appeal. But I don't know, man. It's so unfair that they suspended this kid, because he was exonerated of all charges in the court of law.
And yet they suspended
They
him.
said no, man, and then the league just gonna turn around and just do that. Then the Cleveland Browns, 12 of them kneeled.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw that.
12 of
Y'all
them
got rid of
kneeled
that
up in
quarterback
Cleveland.
that we sent y'all, too.
And Osweiler, he gone, and we need to bring Kaepernick in there, because he already kneeled.
Yeah.
Might well bring his
Yeah,
ass
he
in.
started it. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Well,
That'd
they
be
really
real
don't
good.
like you when they pay $16 million to get rid of you, man. They really don't like you at all.
16. Well, you know, it is
$16 million, though, I can be gotten rid of. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie
Everybody
to
got a price.
you. I mean, you can get rid of me.
You ain't really putting up no
16
fight for 16 million.
No. Pack my stuff, put it in a box, and
I'm
walk
gone,
out.
huh?
All right, Nephew Tommy's Run That Prank Back is coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann will be here with our national news. But right now, it is time for the nephew to run that prank back, baby.
Yeah, it's that 4-3, sir. 4 days with me. 3 days I get to go with be somebody else. 4-3 relationship. Everybody want one. Who? I did. I'm genius. Girl, you ain't gonna believe the latest thing I done came up with. I can't tell you on the app, but I done came up with some cold stuff. Boy, wait till I tell you. Right now, we're gonna run this 4-3 relationship.
Hello. Hello, I'm trying to reach Maurice. Yeah, this him. Hey, Maurice, my name is Devin, man. How you doing this evening, brother? Oh, man, I'm kind of sleeping, man. I work at nights, bro. What's going on? Who is this again? This is Devin, man. I talked to your wife, Keisha, the other day. That's your wife, right? Yeah, that's my wife. Yeah, I talked to your wife. Is she in right now? No, she's not in. She at work, bro. Okay. I apologize, man. I didn't mean to wake you up. You work at night or something? Yeah, I'm a crane operator at night, bro. Normal people don't call me after 3 o'clock. And what's this? What is a bill collector or something? No. I talked to your wife, man. She's interested in this thing we got, man, called a 4-3 relationship. She told me she wanted me to call back and talk to her husband about it. And she gave me the number to hit you up at the house, man, and let you know all about the 4-3 relationship, because she's real interested in it. A 4-3 relationship. You say you talked to my wife about it? Yeah, I talked to Keisha a couple of days ago. She gave me the number. She said, call him back. He'll be at home at this time. You can hit him up and see if he likes it. She said, but she definitely likes it, man, and she wanted to see if you would be interested in a 4-3 relationship, too. You know, we want to get your approval on it before we went any further, but your wife was very excited about it, man. She was wanting to get started as soon as possible, and I wanted to see about contacting you and making sure that you agreed and approved on everything. But she definitely wanted to get your blessing, get your approval on it. Yeah, I'll try to do anything to make her happy, dog, but I got to get some more information about this. So what is that again? A 3-4, 4-3? No, it's a 4-3. A 4-3 relationship is what it is. Okay, well, if it make her happy, I'm willing to listen. Okay, well, listen, man, we probably going to get started right away. Probably Monday. We'll get started on Monday. You'll go through Monday through Thursday, and then I'll pick up, Friday through Sunday, man, and we'll go ahead and get this thing started. I think after a month, you'll pretty much catch on to everything, Is something going to be shipped to the house? You say pick up. What you mean pick up? She hasn't mentioned any of this to you? No, man, she ain't mentioned nothing of this to me. Okay. All right. Well, what this is, man, a 4-3 relationship, Maurice, is this. you spend 4 days with Keisha, and she comes over to my place, and she spends the other 3 days with me. That's what a 4-3 relationship. So, see, this kind of frees you up, man, on anything you might want to do on those other 3 days, man, where she might be tying you down. So 4 of them days, you with her, but the other 3 days you kind of have some free time to yourself. But she'll be over at my place on the other 3 days. That's what basically a 4-3 relationship is. Pardon me? Say what now?
I say, pardon me. You say she'll spend 4 days with me, 3 days with you.
That's it, sir. That's the 4-3 relationship right there, Maurice. You really gonna like this, man. Like I say, she was excited about it.
Hold on. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious, man. Like I say, Keisha was excited about it.
Hold on, man. I know wife ain't discussed you about relationship, spending 4 days with me, 3 days with me, man. So you talking about my wife, homeboy?
No, I know it's your wife, man.
You hold up. What's your name again?
My name's Devin.
Devin. Say, bro, I don't play games, man. I don't know how got my number.
Maurice, what's wrong? I mean, a lot of couples are doing.
Hey, what's wrong? That's my wife. Well, who you think you talking to? You ain't talking to no pop. Who you think you talking to?
Okay, well, listen, man. A lot of couples are doing the 4-3, man.
I would give a what other couples is doing, homeboy. My wife and me ain't interested in no 4-3 relationship. I can't believe you want my up for this, man. Are you serious? You calling me talking about 4-3 relationship? And, I told you I work at night. Why?
I didn't know you worked at night, man. Like I said, see, when I came over last week, man.
Hold on. You came over well last week. I know you ain't finna say what I think you finna say. You better not say it. Go ahead, finish. Go ahead, player. You been talking? Don't stop now. Go ahead.
Maurice, hold up, dog. This getting
No, hold up. You don't. I'm up, player. I'm up. Now, don't say it. Go ahead. I dare you.
All I'm saying is I came by there last week, man.
You came by where?
I came by your house.
You come by my house.
Okay, are you at 18-4 Trail?
Kid, I've been here for the last 10 years. Oh, so you mean you bought your house?
Okay, dog, because she said... Okay, she said she was...
I didn't call Keisha right now, because this first, man. First of all, you don't want stuff, you going to tell me you ain't been in my house? Okay, player. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, if y'all not interested in the 4-3, man, then I won't be wasting no more of your time.
Waste time. You really are. You waste time calling me with my little wife gonna tell you about she wanna 4-3 and she never told me nothing about player. You got the wrong one, homeboy. Ain't nothing wrong with my relationship.
Okay, so why would she tell me she interested in the 4-3, man?
I wouldn't give a what she told you. I know I take care of my bedroom, all right. 4-3. I wish she would leave 3 days. I wish she would. Anyway, I know you. How you know us? I don't know you from man and I don't mind taking off work tonight to sell and see what's going on in my house with my cleaning night, working all night. Now, I'm going to ask you again, how do you know us?
Man, I know y'all through Tommy, man.
Who is Tommy? Tommy who?
Tommy, man. Maurice, nephew Tommy. This is nephew Tommy, man, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show, dog. Your wife Keisha got me to prank phone call you.
Man, you talking about the Steve Harvey Show?
Yeah, man.
Nephew Tommy, the little bald head stuck up there next to Steve, man. I know y'all ain't with me, man. I know y'all not with me today. Man, if Steve said next to you, tell him.
No. Why Steve need to be over here?
So he can slap ball out your ball head, you little bald head. But you ain't got nothing else to do but people, man. I slow down. And she know I got to go to work to the city. She
told me you got to go to work. You work at night, man. All right, Maurice, I'm going to let you go back to sleep, man. But one more thing, dog. Tell me this, man. What is the... What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest?
Hey, this real cute to you, ain't it? You got jokes, huh? I wish I was there. You.
Hey, man, what's the baddest radio show in the land, man?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
4-3, baby. Now, you can do 4-3. You can do 6-1. You can do 5-2. It depends on your relationship. How many days you want to be away from your wife? Huh?
I don't know what I have to say to get through to you. You are married.
I know, and I was gonna ask you about that. Let me ask you something. Why is it people in Africa can have these 7 and 8 wives, but over here we can only have one? Why is that?
Because we over here.
But we just going by these laws and rules over here.
Well, see, these are the ones we got over here. Now, you can go to Africa.
Please.
If I change my religion, do that allow me?
What religion would that be? Tell me.
I don't know who get the wives
In this
What
country
religion?
right here, ain't none of that.
So you rather
Bigamy.
you
and
rather
polygamy.
change, hold on, let me get this right, fool. You rather change religions to get more wives and go to hell.
I'm not saying I'm leaving my
that's your
savior. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. But let me ask you.
Miss Ann is
If
standing
we
by
could
with
have
today's
more
headlines,
than one
including the
wife,
latest on Hurricane Irma.
Would you?
But first, this is a programming note. Don't forget to set your
Because I have
DVRs and check out
tough enough
Ice
time.
Cube
Take care
and
of one I
Mississippi
got.
Monica. That's for you.
But you got a
Ice
pretty
Cube,
one.
Steve's new talk show
You're
today.
listening
Day
to
2
the
of this
Steve
brand new
Harvey
show.
Morning
You know we
Show.
love Cube around here. And check this out. Our girl Janet Jackson says she's ready to go back on tour and get freakier than ever.
And she's dropped that weight, too.
Oh no, she gonna get more freakier?
That's okay. As you know, Janet's been hard at work in the dance studio since she got rid of her baby weight. And she got rid of her husband as well. Now she's ready, she says, to give her fans what they've been waiting for. A rep for Janet says the State of the World tour will be so hot that they may have to ban kids from the show.
Keep your clothes on, man.
Go ahead.
For the
You
past
scared
5
my
years.
mama out of essence a few years back. Scared the hell out of my mama.
What happened with that, Tommy?
She was dragging somebody across the stage. My mama said, "Baby, mama gonna have to leave now, baby. Mama going on back to her room." I was like, "What's going on, mama?" She said, "You ain't seen Janet and drug somebody look like they was halfway naked. Mama don't do this. Mama don't do this. My mama left.
if you're nasty,
My mama left the VIP section at the Essence Club. Said, "Mama just, I can't do this, baby."
All right. It's going to be real nasty.
Well, yeah, for the past 5 years during her marriage, she conformed to his strict interpretation of Islam, her husband. An insider noted that Janet repressed so much that she nearly died of anxiety and boredom. So,
I knew that wasn't going to last when she got married.
well, she was with him for what, 5 years?
Didn't they have a son?
Yeah, and they have a baby.
Mhm.
Yeah, they have a baby, and she
I
got
put money
paid.
down on it when they got married.
And she got paid. Don't forget that.
What, billions, didn't she?
Yeah, she got paid.
Mm-hmm.
Like 500 million or something. She got paid.
500 million for what?
She got paid. She stayed with him for a certain amount of time.
And she got $500 million.
Yeah.
See, if he'd have had extra wives, they'd have divvied that up different. See, we change these laws around here, man. I'm telling you.
Anyway, get ready for a real
I
freaky,
want another wife. I'm just.
freaky Janet Jackson show. You want another? Steve.
I want us all to be under one roof, Shirley. Yeah.
That don't make it any better when you say it like that.
But
Steve
I mean,
Harvey.
it'll help out around here. She ain't got to cook
you
all
hear
the
him?
time.
Yeah.
Somebody can pick up the kids. She drop them out. One pick them up. What's wrong with that?
No. Go ahead.
He's married, Steve. Say something.
What I
Well,
tell
what's
y'all?
wrong
this
with
ain't
having a
gonna
help
last.
out
You
wife,
said
Shirley? It's a help out wife.
I just told y'all this wasn't gonna last. I don't know why y'all ain't hearing this part.
You did say that, Steve. What is a help out wife? Man, you just
That's a wife
you
that
just
helped
about
them.
as right as a box
Help
of rice.
number
I
two,
don't
help
mind.
out number one. Carla?
Oh, please.
Carla, ain't you tired of running these kids and cheerleading and stuff? Yo, if you
Yes,
had
I'm
help,
exhausted. Yeah.
yeah.
So
See,
what?
if you had
So now
help,
my
if
husband
you
can
had-
get another wife for carpooling. I just need to get in a carpool.
That's what it
That'll help
sounds
me
like
out.
he's saying.
It's wife pool, Carla. It's wife pool.
Better not bring another wife up in there.
But I'll give you credit for this, Tommy. Like around the first month, you were a good husband. First month, he, did
Oh,
anything.
I was classy.
You never
I did.
heard anything
Yeah,
about a
dog.
side piece, anything like that.
When did it go downhill?
Second month.
Day 31.
30
days later.
Second month, Jay.
I can't sit there and let side piece suffer like that.
Would you be mad if side piece, did her own thing, got
Side
a
piece ain't
husband?
supposed to do
I
that.
wish she would.
What the hell they
Oh,
would?
you big old hypocrite.
What a double standard.
Side piece ain't got no business doing nothing like that.
Well, bottom line, go see the Janet Jackson concert.
gonna be nasty.
Okay, yeah.
It's gonna be
When is
nasty.
it supposed to start?
Let's see. Let's see. No launch date has been revealed yet. She's working now. She's in the
Take a
studio,
long time to get ready
getting
to
the
be
baby
quick.
weight.
Yeah, take a long time to get nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
Ain't
get
no
yourself
sense in
out.
wearing no clothes to her concert if she ain't gonna have none.
All right, go ahead, Steve. Miss Ann is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's here, the talented, the lovely Miss Ann Sharif.
Steve, good morning, everybody out there. Here we go with the news, and there is a lot to tell. Good morning. Officials at the National Weather Service say that Hurricane Irma is now the strongest storm ever recorded in the Atlantic, currently packing sustained winds of 185 miles per hour, threatening to slam into Puerto Rico and other parts of the northern Caribbean sometime today. It has already hit Barbuda and is expected to reach the U.S. mainland by this weekend. Miami Mayor Carlos Jimenez is urging residents there to take the situation seriously.
I am ordering all county offices to close Thursday and Friday. All non-essential personnel will not need to come to work. I'm also requesting that all of our visitors that are here in Miami-Dade County on their vacations should consider cutting their vacations short.
An evacuation order was issued in Monroe County yesterday, which includes the Florida Keys. Federal states of emergency have already been declared for the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and for the state of Florida. Meanwhile, the National Guard's been called up in Florida. FEMA teams are on their way also to the Sunshine State. Reaction continues all over the country to U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions' announcement yesterday that the new administration is phasing out a program that former President Obama instituted by way of executive order 5 years ago to protect the Dreamers, some 800,000 people brought here illegally when they were very young by their parents. Attorney General Sessions reportedly advised Trump to end the DACA program, which he considers a kind of unlawful amnesty.
As Attorney General, it is my duty to ensure that the laws of the United States are enforced and that the constitutional order is upheld. Such an open-ended circumvention of immigration laws was an unconstitutional exercise of authority by the executive branch.
Now, as a U.S. Senator, you need to know Jeff Sessions was against almost every immigration measure proposed over the last 20 years. And Texas and 8 other conservative states had actually threatened to sue if the president did not rescind DACA, which is short for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. So the Trump administration now plans a 6-month gradual wind down. Applications, new and all that kind of stuff will be decided on a case-to-case basis. There will be no new applications accepted. And the president says he also wants to give Congress time to act legislatively on this whole matter. 20 minutes after the hour, Eugene the Butterfly is coming up. Stay tuned to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, this is how we do it. Steve, you introduce Jay. Jay, you introduce the butterfly. Let's go, Steve.
Come on, Steven. Come on, Steve.
Ladies
Come
and
on.
gentlemen, J. Anthony Brown.
That's not how you do it. You got to put everything in to bringing Eugene on.
Okay, butterfly.
I'm sorry, I didn't know he was through. He only go a little bit, just a little bit.
I can't tell how many times I heard that. But go right ahead.
Just a little bit longer, but it's okay. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much, Anthony Brown. Good morning, Anthony Brown.
Good morning, butterfly.
Kier Jr., Spades, Shirley Strawberry,
Hey,
Carla
butterfly,
Farrell, and
butterfly.
Morning,
Nephew
baby.
Tommy. Good morning.
Slap on, bro.
What's happening? What's happening? Okay, I want to say this first of all. A lot of people, I've been hearing that Tommy has been promoting the play, but nobody is saying who's starring in the play, and it is Eugene Antoine Ferguson. Okay, that's what needs to be known, and it needs to be said. Okay, there can be but one true diva, and it's me in the show. Hit show, Mama's Boy. You do not want to miss me. So, all of my fans that want to see me.
Hold on, I
I'm
was
sorry.
wondering if you heard that, Steve.
I heard it. I heard it.
Yes, me, and underneath me is Robin Givens and, Johnny Gill and all of them. Tommy, anyway, but
Ain't
but
nobody ever been underneath you.
You made me grab my chest. So anyway,
Clutch those pearls.
anyway, what I want to tell y'all about this is that Wednesday is Nursery Rhyme Day. So, and this is where we go around the room, and I know Stephen don't like for me to go around the room, but anyway, what is your favorite nursery rhyme? This is Nursery Rhyme Day.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna start with Carla.
I don't know. Humpty Dumpty. I don't know.
Who did I upset you?
No, I'm just thinking. That's a long time ago. Nurse.
Yeah.
Humpty
Junior.
Dumpty. What?
Your favorite nursery rhyme.
Heard him.
Look, I'm grown, man. I don't have time for that. What the hell?
I'm a writer.
Well, I'm a well, my name on TV now. You can't sit here and ask me about nursery rhyme.
Oh, I want to say congratulations to you. I'm so proud of you. You know what? When I see your name, I be telling people I used to bust his black hairs on his back. That is my friend. Yeah, that is my friend. That is my friend.
I can't stand him, man.
Why you get in front of the white people and act like? Because I used to get the hair off his back. His back is hairy. And
really?
bust his black hairs for him. And now then when he get around everybody else, he don't know me.
Dog, if
Brand
you
new.
gone somewhere with that too.
You don't even make eye contact with me no more. You think I ain't noticed? Why you can't look at me? We used to talk.
Hey, listen, when we come back from the break at 34 after the hour, we're going to do something called All I Said Was. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Oh, man.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it's time, as promised, for All I Said Was. So, Jay, explain
It's
this,
very
please.
simple. If you're in a relationship or been in a relationship, there's things that you have said, just little statements. Next thing you know, you're in a full-blown argument.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere. All I said was, what would I do with the money if I won the lottery? And I said, I say this, I say that. Then all of a sudden, we're in an argument.
Okay.
We having a full argument over make-believe money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? You been there, Junior?
Yeah. Been there. Still in there sometimes. All I said was, if I ever meet Beyonce, and right
That's all you
then, well, she knew the rest of the statement. And I meant it. I meant it.
That's all you said.
Yeah, I meant it.
That's
If I met Beyonce, hey, she allowed me to date her, you ain't gonna be here no more.
Okay.
That's all I said.
Tell me you got what?
You want to know what I said, Jay? All I said was, my girlfriend husband be tripping. That's all I said. That's all I said, Jay. My girlfriend husband be tripping. That's all I said.
Shirley?
I was on the phone the other day, just, my girlfriend just talking. All I said was, because it was just the two of
Just
us.
talking, right?
Yeah, I didn't know Nestor was in the house. All I said was Morgan Freeman could get it. That's all I said. And I don't even talk like that, but I was with my girls, we're just talking. And, oh, man, the argument that happened after that, I'm sorry.
Steve, you got one, man?
I done said so much.
Just pick one, huh, Steve?
All I said one time was, she made me something. I just said, when my mama bake it, she bake it a different way.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll
That'll get it.
And when you talk about cooking and stuff like that, don't look over here at me, okay? I don't appreciate that.
Everybody glance your way.
Everybody. Whenever it's food, we always look at you. I don't know why. Yeah. I mean, little simple things that started. All I said was, if we wasn't together, XYZ, one of your girlfriends, who'd I get with? That's all I said. I said, we not together.
Yeah.
If we wasn't together, I'd get with, XY.
Oh, you're dead. You're
I'd
dead,
hit
man.
that if we wasn't together.
Yeah, you're dead, man.
You can't really say nothing about their bodies.
No, you can't.
Oh, I did one. I said something one time. I said, why her dress so tight?
Oh, no.
Man, like it was on my damn nerve.
Right.
Okay. All I said was, if she pregnant, it's a possibility, if she's pregnant, it's possible, okay?
Wow.
I tell you one that made me had to give my car keys. The one statement you make. I walked in the room one time. She laying down on the bed trying to put her pants on. I said, "That's how we got to do it now."
Yeah.
Yeah. me start.
Yeah,
So
I
we
can
walk,
tell you.
we walked into this restaurant one time. Right? We walked in. All I said was, me and my ex used to come here all the time.
Oh, man.
That's all I said.
No.
That's all I said. And then it helped that the guy said, Mr. Brown, you back again? Like, I can't know nobody.
Yeah.
I can't know nobody.
He
Oh, we back
He
again.
gonna walk right here. I was sitting up talking. I said, so what size you wear now? That's all I said. I was just asking because I was going to buy something new. So I just said, so what size you wear now?
God.
That's all I said.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, doggy.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
good.
take much stuff.
I got one.
Okay, all right.
I didn't really say anything. I just saw Lorenz Tate on Power, Shirley, and said, I ain't really
That'll do
say anything.
Get your ass in trouble.
Yeah,
He's looking good on Power.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after the hour, we'll have today's Strawberry Letter. But right now, come on, nephew, what is your prank phone call for today?
You bouncing checks at the church.
Oh,
Wow.
Y'all know who you are.
yeah.
You
That's your,
bouncing checks at the church.
is that your Christian voice?
Oh,
Because you upset.
You're bouncing checks at the church.
Oh, he's doing Deacon Def Jam on us. Okay.
Here it is.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Sister Monica, please.
Who's calling?
This is Brother Deshaun. I'm calling. Actually, I'm a member Greater Missionary Baptist Church.
How can I help you?
Calling you actually about the offering. Now, did you? I know you paid your tithes.
Yeah, I
paid
pay my tithes every Sunday.
Okay. Now you paid a love offering as well, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now this past Sunday, I'm looking at a check that you left us with bank.
Right. I sure did. I wrote a check Sunday.
Okay. Now the check, ma'am, was $250. Am I correct?
Right. I wrote two checks for my tithes and the love offering. Right. I wrote one for $250 for the love offering.
Okay. Now,
What is this call regarding? Why are you calling me?
what I wanted to tell you is that I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but your check that you wrote for $250 actually has bounced. And
Wait a minute. You said my check bounced for $250?
your check bounced. So what I'm doing is calling you about recouping the $250 as well as you cost us $30 in bank fees.
Wait a minute now. I wrote two checks. I wrote a check for $100. Did that one bounce?
I don't see to it that one bounced. All I know is the one that the love offering has bounced.
Well, did you put them in at the same time? Because I wrote them at the same time.
They all go in on Monday, ma'am. Now, I didn't put them in at the same time. I've been putting them in for the last 2-3 years. The problem is, why would people
Wait a minute.
write these?
What is your name?
I'm Brother Deshaun.
And you was there this Sunday.
I was there. I don't think it matters when I was there, ma'am. The problem is that I didn't put these checks in, and I don't understand why y'all write these checks to the church,
Wait a minute.
knowing
What
that they
you mean
gonna
y'all
bounce.
write these checks?
There's a lot of people
My
write
checks are good.
Well,
I don't write bad checks.
Well, why
And
do
if
we?
one clear, why the other one didn't clear?
Maybe you didn't have enough money for both of them to clear.
What did you just say?
Maybe you didn't have enough money in the bank for both of them to clear. And I don't understand why people
I
write
got
these.
plenty money in the bank. And all my checks clear. I don't write no rubber checks.
Well, you wrote one on Sunday, and that's the problem. How you gonna try to give a love?
Confused. Wait a minute. I think you got me confused with somebody else. I don't write no bad checks.
You done wrote this.
I'm trying to be nice to you.
I'm trying to be nice to you. When can we expect the $250 plus the $30? So
and
we.
Wait, $30?
That's the bank fees, ma'am, for the doggone check bouncing.
My check didn't bounce. I'm going to check my bank. And if my check clear, you going to pay me $30 for calling me, harassing me about a $250 check bounce. I don't write no.
Why would you write check? What you want to sit up in the church and write these big number checks when you know you ain't got it in the bank?
What did you say?
I said, why would you write these checks when the money ain't in there?
Let me tell you one thing. I don't write no bad checks, and you got a lot of nerves calling me, telling me my check bounced.
Your check is the one that has bounced, and
I tell you what you do. Since my check bounced, you pay the since you got all the money. And don't call me with this again. Hello?
Don't you hang up on me no more. When are we gonna get this $250 and this $30?
Look. Who is that keep calling you?
Somebody from the church told me I wrote a bad check. I don't write no.
You did write a bad check.
I didn't write no bad check.
Yes, you
Wait
did.
a minute. Why are you calling me? Why the treasurer don't call me at church?
The treasure is
The
busy.
deacon, I ain't never know the deacon call nobody about no bad check. Your is full of and thank you. You got the money.
I ain't got. Who in the hell is that in the background? Who is that?
Never mind who it is. We both go to the same church. And you gonna call me to my I wrote a bad check. You don't you call me no more. And if the check bad, you pay it, okay?
Do Pastor know you talking like this?
Do Pastor know you calling me? Can you answer that?
Look, when are we gonna get this $280 is what we looking for from you.
I wrote a check for $250.
And
you will not get $280. You put the $30 with it.
You put $250 in there, it bounced. $30 cost us on bank fees. That's $280. When can the church expect their money?
Never. Not no $280. You will never get $280.
You gonna make me come by your...
And my check then... What did you say? I'm gonna do what?
You gonna make me come by your house and get this money.
Bring your on. Bring it. Bring your on.
What is the address on this
on
check?
The check.
I got it off the check.
Well, bring your on. I bet you'll be limping back.
I'm watching you. You better not be spending no money nowhere. You better not spend nothing till I get this $250 plus $30.
Whatever I want to, okay?
No, you know what?
I am, and you don't call me no more with this because my check did not bounce. I don't see how one check went through and the other bounced.
Let me say this to you. We cannot accept you back into the house of the Lord no more until you are not. Don't you come in there Sunday until we get
coming up in there Sunday, and I'm gonna make sure I find your. Because you, the person I want to see.
You gon'
And you know what? I'm going to call the pastor right now and ask him. Because I don't believe my check bounced. You full of
Well, let me say this before you call pastor.
No, I'm going to call pastor. No, you should have talked with pastor before you call me with this information.
I got one more thing I need to say to you.
You ain't got nothing to say to me. You done upset me with this. Talking about I bounced a check. You should have went to pastor before you called me with this.
I told pastor when I got, but I got one more thing to say before I leave. Is you listening?
What do you got to say to me? What do you have to say now that you gonna pay the check?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
Wait, what did you say?
Baby, this is...
What did you say?
I say this is Nephew Tommy, baby, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend has pranked you.
I'm gonna beat that. She just left here flying out the door in a hurt. No, she didn't. I'm gonna that.
Let me ask you one more thing, though, baby. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Now, cut that out now. You don't bounce checks at the church. You know how quick the church check clear now? Do you know they clear on Sunday now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the very next day of that
they
month.
can take bank.
They be in there.
You take card now.
I didn't know.
Oh, yeah, let's take credit.
Oh, they
It's
take
a
credit
credit
card.
card,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Online,
nothing
everything.
with cash on. No, we ain't had none of that at our church. Check
What you
nothing.
mean cash on?
No, we ain't had no. You couldn't write a check or nothing at my church. We couldn't do
For
nothing. We wasn't
ties,
set
you
up
couldn't
like-
write a check?
With
Cash.
ties, cash.
Cash.
It's so embarrassing at the church. The lady said, "Do you have another card? No, you just keep it low. You ain't got to say that loud."
In front of Jesus and everybody.
You have another card? No. Bless me.
Famous line at our church was, you know, the Lord said we ain't give enough this go around. Now they gonna pass this plate back around.
Oh, yeah. Second
The
off.
Lord said that.
Yeah, that was the pastor said. Lord said we ain't give enough. It's 5 more. 5 more with 100 in here.
Our tray went around 3 times.
Well, it passed me 3 damn times.
Damn, Jay.
It went by 3 times.
They used to count the money right there. Remember that?
Right in front.
Oh, yeah. And lock the doors.
Dog,
Tell
they
you how
still
much you
do that.
raised.
Hey, dog, we counted the money right there. And then that's when the preacher came up and asked for more.
Yeah.
We're going to have to close this for next Sunday. Yeah, y'all ain't going to have no way to come to. Oh, man, he's
Gonna be
Y'all
in
gonna
the
do
dark.
better.
Yeah, you know, if you got to go down week service though, Tommy, not on Sunday.
That's during the week.
Yeah, during the week they still have devotion.
They have testimonies at our church, Faithful Central Bible Church.
I got slapped one time when I was a little boy. This lady stood up next to me. I was sitting next to my mama. She said, I just want to thank the Lord. I was driving on the freeway and a car passed me on the left and one passed me on the right. Thank you, Jesus. And she sat down. I was hollering. Boy, my mama backhand me so hard. You don't laugh at nobody thanking the Lord. I said, but mama, why she got to thank the Lord because her car passed on the freeway? And one pass on the left and the right. What the hell? Well, what?
What that mean?
That means you're driving too slow.
All right, we'll be back. Coming up, the Strawberry Letter.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up next, today's Strawberry Letter. You do not want to miss that. But listen to this. Now, this is according to ABC News. Don't expect the federal government to hit you in the face with information on signing up for Obamacare this fall. President Trump plans to cut the ad budget for Affordable Health Care Act enrollment from $100 million in 2016 to just $10 million. The White House also plans to cut. The White House also plans to cut web-based navigator programs that help with enrollment and managing coverage once you are signed up.
Because what he wants to do is he wants to show that it's ineffective. It's very effective in a lot of places.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Some places have problems because they didn't want it in the first place, so they didn't pass the other laws to go with it. So when they try to keep control of it, it's messed up. You know, it's got some problems to it. It needs some tinkering.
Yes,
but to get rid of it, they don't have a plan to replace
He
it.
is turning out to be the absolute meanest.
So this
president
guy right
ever.
here would just say, I'll watch it fail.
Yeah.
So now to help it fail is let's cut the budget for promoting it
getting the
from
word out.
100 million to 10 million.
Indeed, they're cutting
And then
it
less
90
people will know it.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy,
Yeah, it
man.
really
That's
is.
just mean.
Really,
Nah, man, that's being downright not understanding. Is so many people that Obamacare helps.
Yeah. Yeah, each state's program budget will be based on how close to its enrollment goals it was last year. So if your state hits 70% of its goal, the Navigator program will get just 70% of the money it got in 2016. Democrats say Trump is simply trying to kill Obamacare, like we've been talking about, after failing to pass repeal legislation.
Absolutely.
And that fewer people will have coverage in 2018 as a result. But the White House insists it's simply streamlining expenditures. Okay.
No, but how is that the expenditure that you're streamlining?
Right.
Here's the problem. Anything that helps the common man, some people in the conservative party have a problem with because they live by this theory of pull yourself up by your bootstraps. But just like I was speaking on Dr. Ben Carson's radio show, Armstrong Williams radio show with Dr. Ben Carson, and Dr. Ben Carson made the statement that America is a country where we have to pull yourself up by the bootstrap. I said, okay, cool. Not trying to offend nobody here, but let me say this to you. If you don't have bootstraps, if you don't have boots,
yeah.
See, that's the problem with the conservative party sometimes. They act as though because you're an American, you are born with boots and bootstraps. That's not the case. That's just not the case with a lot of Americans. And a lot of Americans happen to come from impoverished neighborhoods, rural and urban.
Yeah.
So now because there are more white people on welfare than black people. So what you're talking about is when you just come from rural and urban areas that don't get the funding that these suburban areas get because they don't have the income because your tax basis is based on what your zip code pays in taxes. You come from a poor place, you get less funding.
Yeah.
And the beat goes on. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
You ain't got boots.
No, we ain't got none. We don't have none, man.
Yeah, it's a sad situation. It is.
And man, Trump been rich his whole life.
Yeah. So he doesn't understand. He can't possibly get this.
And that's the majority of them that run that division, that party. You ain't never been without.
Right.
What you know.
All right, we got to move on now. Tommy, come on, introduce the letter.
It's that time. Buckle up. Hold on tight. Strawberry Letter 23.
All right. This one is not necessarily for kids, too. I want to point that out. Subject, secrets I keep. Dear Shirley and Steve, I've been keeping a secret from my man, and I need your advice. I joined a local swingers club a little over 2 years ago, and my sexual appetite desires being with more than just one man. I've been with my boyfriend now for 6 months. I really want to tell him about my other life, but I don't know how. I've hinted around at the idea of us going to the parties as a couple and the idea of us becoming swingers, and for play, he will say yes, but on the night of the party, he doesn't want to go. So I have to make up a story about where I'm going for the evening. I've tried to stop going, but I simply can't. I'm stuck between my fantasy and the real world. I'm not sure if I want to stop, if I need to stop. I like the swingers lifestyle. It's very addictive and very satisfying. I can be who I want when I want without any ridicule or negative feedback. It's a world of complete bliss and fulfillment. However, I do enjoy my man in bed, and we are a very passionate couple. It's just that I need more than what he's giving me. I have a very insatiable appetite, and I don't believe any one man can satisfy me at this time in my life. I do appreciate the idea of being with just one man, and I do care about his feelings, but I haven't been completely honest about my other sex life. Surely, should I be honest with him or just leave things the way they are? Even if you do not read this letter on the air, can you please give me some advice via email? Thanks, Shirley. Thanks, Steve. Sincerely, A. Dear A, you know what? If this is your lifestyle and you're so cool with it and all, I think you really need to be honest with your man. I think your man needs to know what type of person that he's dealing with because, you know, you say that you really are into this lifestyle and you really like it and, you know, it gives you fulfillment and complete bliss and all of that. You know, I'm not one that believes in telling everything about your past and everything, but if it were the other way around, you know, you would want to know this about your man. You know, but here's the deal, though. I really don't think he's going to stay around if you tell him. Really don't think that. Although he says he will go to these parties, he never goes, you know, when he says he will. So here are your choices as far as I'm concerned. Your choices are to tell him, be free, you know, live in complete bliss and have your life fulfilled and all of that because that's where you are in your life right now. And probably lose your man of 6 months. You're probably going to lose him. Or find someone, you know, who can fit into your swinging lifestyle. Maybe somebody, you know, there at the swinging parties.
I got a partner.
You do? I need to hook up then.
I got a partner to go down there and be there last one of them with you.
I need to hook up then because
y'all will be swinging so hard you'll be dizzy.
Your man ain't really feeling this girl, so... You know, I say be honest with him, but he's not gonna stay around.
I got a partner listening to this radio show right now.
That's all up in
I'll be surprised when we get through if he don't call me right now.
And ask for her email address.
Need this email address, dog.
Hey, you can email your comments.
To be that and all you ever wanted.
Email us for your comments at strawberryletter.com.
He swings so hard, he push you and then you push him.
Did I say strawberryletter.com? SteveHarvey.com. Click on the Strawberry Letter. 12 minutes after Code Cracker coming up.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve, with your response to today's Strawberry Letter Part 2.
Just said I ain't want it. Dear Shirley and Steve, I've been keeping a secret from my man and I need your advice. I joined the local swingers club a little over 2 years ago and my sexual appetite desires being with more than just one man. Oh, and my sexual appetite desires being with more than just one man. I've been with my boyfriend now for 6 months. I really want to tell him about my other life, but I don't know how. I have hinted around at the idea of us going to the parties as a couple and the idea of us becoming swingers, and for play he would say yes, but on the night of the party he doesn't want to go, so I have to make up a story about where I'm going for the evening. I've tried to stop going, but I simply can't. I'm stuck between my fantasy and the real world. I'm not sure if I want to stop, if I need to stop. I like the swingers lifestyle. It's very addictive and very satisfying. I can be who I want when I want without any ridicule or negative feedback. It's a world of complete bliss and fulfillment. However, I do enjoy my man in bed, and we are a very passionate couple. It's just that I need more than what he's giving me. I have a very insatiable appetite, and I don't believe only one man can satisfy me at this time in my life. I do appreciate the idea of being just one man. I do appreciate the idea of being with just one man, and I do care about his feelings, but I haven't been completely honest about my other sex life. Shirley, should I be honest with him or just leave things the way they are? Even if you do not read this on air, can you please give me some advice via email? Thanks, Shirley. Thanks, Steve. Sincerely, A. The key word in this letter is A. And A's proper pronunciation is
Okay.
Lady, you are what? Let's go over this here.
Wait a minute.
We dealing with a what?
Swinger.
See, first of all, there's no mention of love in this letter. You don't love your boyfriend. You ain't in love with your boyfriend. You ain't in love with yourself. You obviously don't love yourself. So love is out the window. So now I'm asking you, what is the letter for? You ask your boy to be a swinger. He jokingly said, yeah. You ask him to go to parties and swingers do. He said, yeah. Then on night of, he don't want to go. Then you got to make up a reason for you to leave the house, and now you go do it yourself. I don't know what to say about you, lady, except you just off. Let me ask you this question. What is the boyfriend about? I mean, what is that about? He's not satisfying to you. It's not what you want. Why don't you let him go? Because there are plenty of women out there who would love a man of their own.
Hello.
You obviously don't want a man of your own. You want to be this little brothel-type babe for all these other men and women. That's what you want to be, the little pass-around pack. You want to get passed around. Because, see, you're a lady, and I'm sorry, I hate to break this. You ain't doing nobody. You're being done. You just over at the joint getting done. You ain't doing nobody. Let me help you understand about the mindset of man. Let me teach you something about us. You're not doing us when you're in a swinger situation or a club situation. You just getting done. Because, see, once we can get in a situation where it ain't nothing but about that,
No rules.
then Lord have mercy. You ain't finna get called no good names. You don't get no flowers, no candy. You don't even get the trappings of being taken to dinner. We just doing you. So now you just passing your little self around. Now the confusing part is, and this is what throws me, this is why I say, what's the boyfriend about? I like the swingers lifestyle. It's very addictive and very satisfying. I could be who I want, when I want, without any ridicule or negative feedback. It's a world of complete bliss and fulfillment. Okay. Then you have found what the world is searching for.
Complete bliss.
I mean, man, dog, really. You found what we all have been looking for. You have found a world that is so satisfying and is complete bliss and fulfillment. Well, congratulations. You're the only person I know that has died, still living, and gone to heaven. So now that you've completed that cycle of life, I don't even see what else you got to live for. You at the swingers club, it's the most complete bliss and fulfillment. And okay, why are you waking up?
Yeah.
Stay at the club. Stay at the swingers club and keep getting done. I don't know how old you are in this letter. It's not stated in it anywhere. But you know what? You too far out there for me, baby. I don't know what to tell you. I have a very insatiable appetite, and I don't believe only one man can satisfy me at this time in my life. That sounds just like a prostitute to me. I don't know how you... I do enjoy my man in bed. You enjoy your man in bed, her man in bed, they man in bed, the other man at the bed, anybody standing by the bed, all the people that's looking in at the bed, the people that put the sheets on the bed. I like the man that made the mattress so it became a bed.
All right, thank you, Steve. You know we have to get out of here. Email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at MyGirlShirley. And don't forget this coming Thursday. Well, that is what? Tomorrow, right? We did? Yeah, we were off on Monday. Tomorrow at 1:30 p.m., join me for the Strawberry Letter live after show on Facebook. You can find me at My Girl Shirley or Shirley Strawberry, okay? We're going to talk about today's letter, or that day's letter, tomorrow's letter, I should say. Do my Strawberry Fresh Pick of the Week and trending topics. So please join me. And, we've learned that Chuck D and Flavor Flav will still share
Yeah,
stages.
boy.
Yeah. While the Public Enemy hype man fights for his share of money, he says he's owed. Okay, so they're having a little beef there.
Flav, all your money went in big clocks. Okay?
Yeah. Chuck D responded to Flav's lawsuit saying the group's co-founder took the wrong approach to dealing with this issue. Chuck D says they'll play together on a future stage and that he's happy to address Flav's concerns, but wants to make sure his partner will be woke in rehearsal studio, and all the members do worldwide. All right, let's go to break. We'll be back.
Yeah, boy.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so I see we have here little mean things.
Yeah, I know, it's me. This is all me.
Oh, this is all you?
This is all me. Okay. I have been dubbed the meanest person here.
Well,
I don't care.
You're not really a mean person, but you're ornery as hell. You're just old, ornery, bitter, disgruntled.
Yeah,
very.
That's the word, disgruntled.
I take all that.
Yeah. What you
and
doing
it's
now?
little things that give me enlightenment. Little mean things that I like to do.
Okay.
You actually do these?
Yeah, I love
Like
to.
what?
Like, okay, if I see somebody's dog using outside, I like to honk the horn real loud.
In the middle.
Right in the middle.
Make him chop
Right,
it
just
off.
make him do that. That gives me such an enjoyment.
Yeah.
Like if I see somebody running for the elevator, I'm on the elevator, and they yell out, "Hold the door! I'm coming." I act like I'm holding the door. But I go through the motion. You can make it. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, dog, act like you looking for
Yeah, and then
an
start
open
pushing
button.
that button.
Yeah.
And then when that door closes, I love it. I'm sitting back down. Don't be right back down. That's so much
mean.
enjoyment.
That's mean and evil.
If I see somebody in the store with his wife or his girlfriend, oh my God, this is so much fun. I love to do this.
What?
Like when they're not looking, put condoms and lube in their basket. Oh, when they get the check out.
Get your friend, Steve.
Put it up under the meat. Oh my God. When they check out. And see that look on their face. Oh, that's so much fun. Oh my God. When I see little old ladies crossing the street, like with the walker, just like, but they get right in front of the car. Just hit the gas. You hit that gas. Put your foot on the brake, right?
That's too dangerous, Jay.
Just hit it one
That's
time.
too dangerous.
That's so mean.
Just that look on their face.
That's mean.
Revving it
You
up.
just grab it straight up. I'm that guy. I don't mind taking your parking space.
Jay, that's...
I don't mind. If I see you waiting, I'm gonna get up in there. Yeah, I know you was waiting. Didn't work out for you.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
I love to do this. I love to go to a restaurant. Any restaurant I go to, it's my birthday.
Get the cake.
Get
and
that
the
cake.
Happy birthday song.
You know, but you gotta say it low. You know it's my birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Modest about it.
It is your birthday. I love that. I love that.
He's diabetic and he's getting cake.
It is your birthday. If I'm in church, right, and you got your baby facing me, I'm gonna make him cry.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
now
this
you
is
got
right
to
here.
leave the service.
The parents turn around. You got a straight face.
This is
Smiling.
the best one right here.
What?
You go in the these ladies stores, right? In the big shops, and you switch the sizes, right? you put size 6 on a 14. So she thinks she got on a 6, right? Girl, I'm coming down. Girl, it's coming out.
Right. Man, there's something wrong with you,
So
baby.
much
Did you know
fun.
all this when you hired him?
That's so
Yeah,
much fun.
yeah, I knew that.
There's something wrong with
Just
you,
the last one right here.
Okay.
Just the last one. Hitchhikers. Oh my God, they're the best. They're the best. Because you know they've been out there for a while.
Yeah.
You stop about 2 blocks up. And you had to yell, where you going? Down there. What? I'm going down there. Come on, I'm going that way. Didn't you drive your ass? just to watch him in the rearview mirror with that look on. Oh my God.
You're wrong, man.
That is so much fun.
I know people still hitchhiking.
You're right.
Stuff I like to do. That dog one, I love that dog one. That was the best. Right when he broke down, right? And you see it on his face. You hit that, bang, 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 and then,
Yeah, lock it up.
you want to lock all his ears up.
Can't nobody go in
No,
past.
man. My favorite got to be them old lady on that walk.
Oh,
That's right.
And she come right
in front of the car.
But then they turn and cuss you out. Because they can't do nothing about it.
That's just wrong.
I know.
Man,
You put them condoms in that basket.
Oh my
Doc.
God. Put it up under the meat.
Right there.
When they
Put
get
it under that meat.
When they
Man,
put the
'cause
check
both
out.
of them trying to figure out which one of y'all.
Yeah, right.
who this for? Who you got this for?
Proud of yourself.
Who,
The
man?
last one I like to do is like
Okay,
go
you
to
got another
I
one,
got one more.
Shay?
Got one more. Come on. All right. Let's go to the movie theater, right?
Okay.
Wait till it get crowded.
Yeah, we all love movies.
Sit
Yeah.
in the middle, right in the middle,
Okay.
middle seat.
Best seat.
Right in the middle seat, right?
Yeah.
And through the whole movie. Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me, excuse me, gotta pee. Excuse me. And then you go back in there. Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me,
hate that.
coming through.
I hate that.
And then,
Excuse me. Oh, Lord, I had too much soda. I gotta pee again.
hey, well, how much time in between you when you leave and when you come?
All right when the good part comes. Excuse me, gotta pee. Well, I must have had too much soda. Excuse me, gotta pee. Just little things I like to do.
Jay.
Hey, man,
You
that
need to
actually happened
repent.
one time. At
What?
a movie theater I was with a couple of partners. And this dude, fat dude, kept getting up. The boy told him, he said, hey, man, come by here one more time.
All right. Coming up, one of our favorite segments. The ignorance does not stop on this show. Right or wrong with the nephew and Junior coming up.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, you're in this. This is your segment. You have to judge. It's time for right or wrong with the nephew and Junior. Take it away. Go
Well,
ahead.
Tommy, let's hear it this week.
Yeah.
What's the debate?
Well, I mean, I've been, you since Junior over there writing for you now. Now he ain't really got time for me, so I've been texting him.
Before I started writing over there, I had time. I don't know why you think.
Now when I text him, he texting me back, he cussing me out via text. Okay, this is what I text him, and you tell me what you think. Tell this boy, if you break a mirror with a rabbit's foot, you even. Ain't no bad luck coming, dog. Tell him, huh? If you break a mirror with a rabbit's foot, you're even. You're not going to get this 7 years or whatever. Nothing's going to happen. You're even.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
No, that's stupid.
What you thinking, Steve? You feeling that one, Steve?
I don't really understand where he coming from with that. I don't know why he thinks like that. That right there is some ignorant thinking.
But ain't a rabbit foot
Good
luck?
luck.
Good luck.
And then the
Good
breaking
luck.
the mirror is bad luck for
It's-
7 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you even if you break it with a rabbit's foot. You see what I'm
Exactly right.
saying?
Yeah.
No, nobody sees what you said because it's stupid.
Well, the thing about this segment is I agree with everything he say.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
every
Now,
time
here
I say
go,
I agree
here,
with
go, here go the one he ain't even respond to. I said, if you melt dry ice, you can take a bath and not get wet.
That's the stupidest thing you've ever said.
I can't be myself there. Listen.
Wait, okay. Wait, what?
If you melt dry ice, you can take a bath and not get
I don't
wet.
know why you have to keep explaining it to them because they don't understand
Thank you.
a damn thing. No. No. No,
Is
it's not.
it me? Or do you guys listen with your eyes squinting?
Makes perfect sense to me.
It don't make no damn sense.
Okay,
No,
okay,
guys,
Carla.
you take a bath and
Carla,
get wet.
Carla, because I know this gonna make sense to you, Carla. Watch
What?
this right there. He hit me back with a bunch of question marks when I text this one. I said, in Rome, the paramedics call IVs fours. Did it hit you?
Oh, because of the Roman numerals?
See that? They fours. They not IVs, they fours. You see what I'm saying? That don't make sense to him. He just gonna send me back a bunch of question marks.
I don't get it. I don't.
IVs are fours in Rome, boy.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Roman
Carla,
numerals.
I don't get it. I don't get. Like, how ain't nothing happened to you yet?
I'm still
He's
squinting my
never
eyes,
not
but I
going
get
to
it.
be stupid. He's never not going to be that way.
Makes sense to me.
See?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be saying something here.
I can't
How come
even
I'm the only
judge.
one to understand it?
You don't
Well,
get it,
because, see, I don't even see why.
What?
Who gives a damn about an IV being a four?
Well, you just need to know what to call it, and they're fours over there.
If you're in Rome and get sick.
You don't want to be in Rome saying IVs. They're not gonna know what you're talking about. If you're sick and you in Rome, you need a four. You need to tell them that.
It was the Romans do.
Everybody's puzzled but me. Why you think that is?
No, I got that one, Jen.
Come on.
Okay.
It don't
We was
Some
talking
more?
about the greatest. We was talking about now. This we did have a conversation. We talking about the greatest mysteries in the world, the greatest mysteries. And he was going through these books, and he was talking about these are mysteries, and then like Bermuda Triangle. He thought these was like great mysteries. I told him. Now you tell him if I'm right, huh? There's only two great mysteries that nobody knows about. And I told him, nobody knows how the door on the bus closes after the driver gets off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the
Nobody
great
knows
mysteries.
how that door gets closed when the driver gets off and go on. And that's a great mystery.
How that
The
door
other one,
close? He not on the bus.
nobody knows how
He's
that
not
door
on the
closed.
bus. How the door
Right.
close?
It's manual.
Right. No, when he gets off,
It's manual.
Okay, now here's another one, that I told him was a great mystery. And it ain't got nothing to do with no books and stuff like that. I said, listen, nobody knows how the man who drives the snowplow gets to work. How does he get there? You know what I'm saying?
I'm sick, man.
He put so much thought into these.
No, he
Steve.
don't.
Yes, he does.
No, he
You
don't.
can hear it in his voice.
Makes a lot of sense.
Okay, tell me then, how does the man that drives the snowplow, that plows the streets before people go to work, how does he get to work?
There's
Borderline
no
genius.
plows at his house. He just back it out the driveway.
Is it?
Cleveland's in the building.
Or it park in front of his house.
Why you sound like he getting on
Yeah.
your nerves?
Well, because I don't give a damn.
Because what? See?
Because I don't give a damn. Just tell him, since you think anything, I can tell you anything. Go ahead, Tommy. Ask me all of them. And let me just go on.
Okay.
You start over with
right.
all of them, and I'll just give you the real answer.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I have more. I have some things I want to answer.
No. I mean, you can go back to the beginning, and I'll give you real answers to it, because I'm sick of this. These, yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead.
let's go to this here. If you melt dry ice, you can take a bath and not get wet.
But you're
Right.
going to burn your ass up. Next question.
Not that simple, Steve.
No, come on.
Why is he mad? Tell Junior in Rome the paramedics call IVs are fours.
Right.
That was my favorite
But
one.
what you going to need, though, then is just 4 IV. Go ahead. What's the next?
Sick of you.
You're on his nerves, nephew.
Go ahead. What else you got?
Well, then it was the mysteries. You know, nobody knows how the door on the bus closes after the driver
They leave
get
the
off.
door open all night.
You've had it with him.
And then nobody knows. Well, you already said that one. Okay, here go the last one. One more.
Hurry.
All right. Tell him that man evolved from the monkey.
Oh, wait. We got to go to break.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right. Okay, nephew, go on with your last right or wrong.
Junior, can I do the last one?
Man,
go ahead.
Just go ahead.
Quit talking to me.
Why y'all
I don't know what their problem is, man.
I'm
Go
not
right ahead.
upset,
I want to
Tommy.
hear it.
I'm not
I want to
upset.
hear it. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, Shirley. Shirley, just stay with me. Man evolved from monkey, right?
No. Now I'm mad.
From ape? From ape, am I right?
No.
Just go ahead, stupid.
All I told him was, if man evolved from monkey, the monkeys that are here now just ain't turned into man yet. You have to give them time.
Well, let me ask you this question. If man came from monkey, why still monkeys?
That's what I'm talking about. You got to give them time. They just ain't.
How
flipped
much
off
time
yet.
they need?
Yeah.
Because it's been thousands of years so far.
I came here already, man.
I'm not with you on
Yeah.
this one.
You just dumb.
All right,
Hey,
what
so,
happened at Whole Foods?
At
this
Whole
this
Foods,
past weekend? Holiday weekend?
Yeah, this past weekend, I forgot to tell you. A guy that I know that's a professional chef was at Whole Foods. And people bum rushed to Whole Foods with signs picketing meat eaters. If you had meat in your grocery cart, they took it out. They had signs like animals want to live too. And they took out all your meat and put it on counter. They stood in front of the Whole Foods meat counter and they boycotted anybody that was in there eating meat.
That's wrong.
That's
really wrong.
I stopped eating meat, but I ain't bothering nobody that don't want to eat meat.
But you're not going to
No,
Whole Foods and
hell
taking
no.
meat out of someone's car.
See, but it's not
They
right
sell
of
meat.
you.
Yeah.
It's not right of you to enforce your beliefs on someone
somebody
else.
else.
Look,
Right.
that's no better than the skinheads and Ku Klux Klan marching to spread their beliefs, and people don't want to hear that. Well, if you don't want to be a vegan, you don't have to be. If you don't want to be a meat eater, it's perfectly. I have 2 children that's vegans. You don't have to be a meat eater, but you can't come to my house or to the store and take my meat out my counter and put it back because you don't want to eat meat. Animals want to live too. But a lot of y'all got on leather shoes. You know, them cows.
Yeah. Hello.
You know, a lot of them pig skin. Y'all playing football, you got basketball, that's pig skin.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of that. So I don't know. Look, man, it's okay that you're vegan, and I support people who want to be vegan. But you can't stop me from eating meat, man.
No.
Because that's not what you want to do.
You
Animals
take my
want to
meat out of
live
my
too.
basket. I'm gonna whoop your ass. You take my meat out.
I'm gonna tell you
That
right
was
now.
gonna happen.
You ain't never been hit with a steak the way
But
I'm
gonna
hit
tell you
your
right
ass.
now, if I done paid for it,
And you take it out my basket?
So they're up at the register and when you're trying to buy your meat?
they were all over this Whole Food.
Dang.
And the
Oh,
chef
wow. So
that I
this
know
just
recorded
particularly
all
okay.
of them.
Oh, really?
And he was going back and forth with them. He said, "Hey, y'all want to be vegans? That's cool.
Fine. Yeah.
I got to buy this meat."
Wow.
I know some neighborhoods you ain't gonna go to nobody basket and take pork
no,
chop out.
sir.
That's a Whole Food out in the suburbs.
That's Whole Food.
You ain't going to
You ain't gonna tell it at the Piggly Wiggly.
You ain't going over to Smitty's Meat Market.
Save on Walmart.
You know how many stuff right there at the register you finna get your ass whooped? That nasty.
And you ain't had no meat anyway, so you ain't gonna protein.
Be so many.
You ain't gonna last.
You ain't gonna last in this fight.
Wow.
You ain't had no
Terrible.
protein.
Young people in the video, young people mostly?
Young people, old people.
Oh, everyone.
Yeah.
I miss a lot of people with signs that they had printed up. You just can't do that.
No, you
It's
can't.
wonderful to be a vegan. I support that.
All right, we'll be back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, a really few depressing reasons someone will lie on a date. All right. Depressing reasons.
I can give you some good reasons.
I
knew it.
All right, you want to hear these, and then you give us yours. All right, they don't believe they're good enough, so they'll lie.
Makes self feel more important, right?
They think of love. They think of love, of dating, and of relationships as a game, so they lie. They don't know any better. They just don't know any better, so they lie. They lie.
I'm lying. I'm lying.
I'm lying. I'm going to lie.
Yeah, and I know you guys have some other reasons.
I'm not going to tell the truth. It's going to be.
If I don't want to be with you?
That's just 3 reasons?
Yeah. Those are the 3 main ones. They don't believe they're good enough. They think of it as a game, and they just simply do not know any better.
It's not that you don't think you good enough.
Mm-hmm.
You just making show you good enough.
By lying.
Yeah, by building up. Oh, yeah. No, it ain't that you don't think you good enough. You just trying to stack the deck. How much you make a year? 400,000. Now you know you make 40.
You add a whole nother zero.
About 400,000. You know, I get it's a bonus at the end of the year, and then that keep her hopeful that things gonna be. Yeah, I just got this job, so I'm on pace. Yeah, my bonus check at the end of the year be 360,000.
At nothing.
Yeah,
you got to.
Look you dead in the eye
second
with
one
it,
is
though.
what?
Because they think it's a game. They just think, dating, love, and relationships, they think of it as a game. It's just a game, so they lie.
Well, if a guy's in the throwback business, it is a game.
What do you mean?
Some girls is into it for game, too. They just want to see if they can run their little situation and make it work out. And a lot of women are playing the game now. So a lot of people do think it's a game.
It sounds to me like you're justifying all this lying that you guys
No, I'm
are
not
doing.
justifying nothing, but a lot of people think it's a game. Men and women now treat dating like a game. That's why that's why families is broken now. Everything jacked up now. Cause
Catfish TV show.
So, man, that catfish, that's unbelievable to me. 3 years online with a person, then you going to meet them.
Yeah.
But I'm in a damn stranger car. I done caught a plane.
I don't get that.
Man, this little dude, good-looking little black kid was on Catfish. Went to see this girl. Man, you should have seen this girl.
What?
Dog, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I'd have whooped the dude on Catfish. I'd have whooped his ass.
The producer, the star.
Yeah, I swear to God, I'd have started.
With you because they know what the person look like.
Dog, this big girl came to this old man and was lying, talking about she not here. Come back later. And the little dude, good-looking little black dude, man, I couldn't understand. I said, man, he got to have plenty girlfriends back in St. Louis. You done caught this plane down here. It's me. That little dude looks so hurt.
Oh, she finally came clean and said it was
It's
her.
me.
What's she look like?
George Wilder's mama, it was sad. It was so sad. She on a show called Mullet. It's a whole different show. It never go wrong with a George Wilder mama joke.
You're proud of yourself right now. Wow.
You was waiting on it.
I was waiting on it. Like jump rope. I'm waiting.
It's time to get out of here and close out the show. We'll be back with just one more thing right after these jams. Jesus, Jay.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Just one more thing, Steve. We got to start off with Ice Cube being your special guest today on your talk show.
One and only.
Steve, live from Hollywood.
Yeah.
Ice Cube is going to be greatness, man.
What are you going to...
Y'all make sure you tune in.
Yeah, definitely. What are you going to talk to
I'm
us
not
about?
telling you.
Got to tune in.
For real, huh?
No, you ain't going to get nothing from me.
Teaser?
A teaser. We're going to talk. I'm going to
He's going to be on the
He's
show.
going to answer. We're going to laugh.
He gonna be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I got a video you need to see on Ice Cube, Uncle Steve. You'll love this.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All
So
right.
that make you want to do something with your boys, huh? I was just asking. He got 2 sons.
So come on, Tommy. Answer the question.
He could do something with his 2 sons. Why he can't? Everybody else doing something with their 2 sons.
It just sounded like it sounded like shade.
No, I mean, I threw it. I ain't had nothing in mind. I ain't got no joke for it or nothing.
Okay.
Y'all just already laughing. Y'all the one wrong.
Because it's just the way you said it.
Well, I just said, maybe he want to do something with his 2 sons.
Okay, Steve. Me and my son, we'll do some prank calls.
Just some right or wrong.
All right.
Yeah.
The Miles boys got a prank CD coming out. Jordan 6 years old.
Or you could just go out there and shoot jumpers and Trey can block all of them.
Oh, he's so much taller than Tommy.
Way
So much taller. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure Ice Cube is going to talk about Hip Hop Squares. I'm sure, because that's coming back out.
I love it.
That's a good show.
Yes, it
This
is.
great.
Yes, it
You
is.
know who I love on it?
Who besides Michael Blackson? Who?
Bobby Brown.
No, Lil Duval.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Duval. Yes, yes, yes.
I
yes,
really
yes,
like Lil
yes,
Duval
yes.
on there.
He
I
is
think he's a
hilarious.
major star.
Yeah, Mike Epps is on there. Yeah.
Lil Duval funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah,
he is funny.
But Michael
got a
Blackson,
big
man,
following.
did you see the thing he did on
Oh,
Instagram
man. Yes.
about the giving?
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
played it. We played
Yeah,
it.
that
Yeah,
was so
last
funny.
week. Yeah. You know what? He talked about giving, and now's the time since it's the last break of the day. Disasters like Hurricane Harvey, we talked about this on the show all last week, bring out the best in people. It also brings out crooks and scammers. It brings out the worst in people as well. People who want to dupe people into thinking they're donating into real charitable organizations. My pastor talked about this on Sunday. So please, our advice is to double check an organization's website. Never give money through a link in an email. Always go directly to a site, and never donate to someone demanding cash or a wire transfer.
Right.
Okay, a lot of people are just capitalizing, you know,
Right.
on the flood and the aftermath and everything. So please, you know. In the meantime, if you want to get involved and you're not local, the American Red Cross still have their donate online. You can text the word Harvey to 90999. You can donate $10 there. Also, the FEMA National Flood Insurance Program is going to end on September 30th unless Congress votes to renew it. And of course, this is right when thousands of people who lost everything in Hurricane Harvey will be looking to the program for
Well, maybe
help.
Trump will pass that.
I wouldn't put it past him to get rid of it. I really wouldn't.
Yeah.
Not during this crisis.
I know.
Yeah, no,
I mean, you would really think.
You would
I
think,
mean, you would
absolutely.
think, but how many times have you thought?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he showed up selling hats, so and you won't put nothing past him. Nothing.
This should be a no-brainer.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It really should.
Absolutely. We heard earlier what he's doing with Obamacare,
Yeah.
cutting that budget. So anyway, all right, Steve, we'll watch you today on your show. Congratulations again, premiere week.
brand new
Yeah.
It's hot, man. Need everybody's support on this one, man. Really appreciate it. Y'all always have, so that's good to go, man. It's a good show, though. It's very different. The old talk show is gone. New talk show began.
Well, I mean, change is good though. Change
Well,
is good.
you gotta can't be afraid to reinvent yourself. If you want to stay where you at, then you keep doing what you've been doing. You're gonna keep getting what you've been getting.
Yeah.
You gotta try something. And I preach it, but you gotta practice what you
Yeah.
preach.
And
So
one thing,
that's what I'm doing.
you do that. You do change. You do reinvent yourself. You do get
You
tired
gotta
of
try
stuff
it.
and
Gotta
try
try
stuff.
it.
Yeah, you're never afraid.
Why is Jay just jingling his keys?
That was not me.
Just a lie.
That was not me. Didn't we talk about lying earlier?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Last break.
Clearly, it was you. That was not me. I promise you, you don't even see my keys.
Jay old. Jay he impatient. He ain't got time. You don't never know.
He's got to go to write on your TV show, though. So, when you're thinking about it, it's a good thing that he's up and ready.
I wanted to ask Steve about when we tell people to DVR and record your talk show, do they need to watch it the same day?
If you watch it within,
Thank you.
I think it's
The week.
24 hours, 74
Okay,
hours,
of recording it.
72. If you watch it within 72 hours, I get the
You
credit.
get credit?
Okay.
Okay.
So we want to put that out there too.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are at work.
Well, if you're
Yeah,
at work,
and then,
watch
you
it that
know.
night, because this show is
Watch it
Really?
at work. Damn, watch it at work. You ain't doing that much.
yeah. Why not?
But I know people who tape
It's
everything
better
you
than
do.
it's better than work.
Yeah.
The doctor's
Watch
office.
it at work.
Watch it everywhere.
Yeah, the doctor's office. Change that channel from that little boring show they be having on. Put Steve on.
Yeah.
But if you do DVR, it's great to watch late at night.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be that good.
That's cool.
Because you're not happy with your late night selection, then you can play this at night. And bam.
Get you some Steve.
All right, well, you guys go ahead so you can get to your jobs and write for the show. And Steve will
Ladies
be
and
watching
gentlemen,
you.
have yourself a great weekend.
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday, huh?
Yay, yay.
You do.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old, unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharvey.com. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.